And we welcome you back. Pretty famous OU man, Baker Mayfield, showed up here after being elsewhere. Won a Heisman. Something our next guest will never do. Michael Bratton joining us from that SEC podcast. And Michael, my sources are telling me that you've closed a few bars down in Norman.
Yeah, but I don't draw much of a crowd, as you can see behind me. It's cleared out for me.
Yeah, Venables had 5,000 people. We got a lot of people here for you.
My dad is about the only one, I think, here for me.
I tried to get him up here, but he said, I don't want to be shown on camera with Michael Bratton.
No, but these people have been great, Paul. I've been here since Saturday, not leaving until tomorrow, and just been so gracious. They're going to fit the SEC like a glove. I can't wait to see them on the field.
Were they aware of the Michael Bratt fame?
Most of them, no idea who I am. But a few of them. We've been welcoming Oklahoma since last year, so yeah, we're more than excited.
I don't want to start up with you, but I was in Austin all day yesterday, and yeah. I kept expecting you to be there. What's up with you and Longhorn Nation?
Well, I had the choice, Paul. I could go hang out with Pitbull or hang out with the best fans in the country at this place, Paul.
Whoa!
They don't expect winning; they expect championships. I don't know if you've seen all these statues all across the stadium.
By the way, is this Mr. Bratton we're looking at here?
Yeah, that's him right there.
He was in the blue. Okay, we're going to show him again. Hold on one second. We'll get back to your answer in a second. I know that is what's his name?
Mike Sr.
Mike Bratton Sr. right there. This is the man, I'm going out on a limb here, that played a role in siring you.
He did, yeah, but no relation technically to cousin Shane, so he's doing well.
I mean, I know this is late in the game, but do we have DNA evidence that he is the father?
We do not. No Maury Povich here.
Okay. It's great to meet Mr. Bratt.
Yeah, I'll bring him over here.
I guess it's a stupid question to ask. Is he cognizant of your infamy?
Oh yeah, he's a big-time Tennessee grad, so a little bit of a booster. So he's excited. Tennessee coming to town.
Oh, yeah.
He's like many of these Tennessee people that think they're just going to steamroll Oklahoma. I tell him, you better think twice. I think this is going to be as competitive as a football team in the SEC next season.
It's going to be a challenging day for you since you've completely abandoned my university, the University for OU. I mean, last time I saw you, I was in Knoxville, and you were loving up to Josh Heupel and everything about Big Orange, and now you've abandoned us.
I've been won over, Paul. I've just been here for a weekend, and I mean, these people are great. Look at them.
Man.
I'll wear the hat if you give it to me.
Well, I'll sell it to you. So, I want to talk about that because we have not had a chance to engage with too many fans today on the air. We have certainly done that off the air. But so let's talk about these OU fans. And is there, not to pigeonhole them, because I have some ideas myself, but if you had to compare them to an SEC fan base, where would they land?
I think they're right up there with Alabama. And it's funny because their big rival is Texas, and they seem more like Auburn, where they have the Alabama attitude, but the Auburn trophy case. Whereas these people have all the championships, just like Alabama.
Yeah. I say this every time I'm out here, but when you go in that, I'm trying to remember where the building is. I think it's over here. When you walk in that trophy case, it is gobsmacking when you think of those national championships.
Championship coach, Heisman winners. I mean, I've not seen anything like it, Paul, in the SEC.
Michael, I don't want to sound like the CNN fact checker here, but have you forgotten about Alabama?
They don't have Heisman winners like they do here.
They got a couple.
A couple, just recently. They've got 7 over there.
Well, okay. And how many national championships?
12, I think. I'm new to all this, but they got it etched on the building over there.
I thought I saw 6 or 7 or 8.
No, I believe it's 12.
I don't know. OU has 12 national championships? 7.
Okay, I was way wrong.
They have 7.
Wrong. I told you, I'm new to all this.
Listen, by the way, there's nothing wrong with 7 national championships. But Alabama...
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. They're the Alabama of a different conference, and now we're getting them in. Now, okay. I think they're right there with Alabama. Hell, they'll probably be better than Alabama this year with Kalen DeBoer.
Do I need to talk? I mean, keep going. I mean, you're on a roll.
One thing that's confusing me, and no one has been able to answer it, I've been asking them all, why does Texas get all this hype when you beat Texas every year? I don't. That's one thing that I don't understand. As someone that, I saw you yesterday, all the nice things you said about Texas. I just don't get the hype.
Can I talk to you privately for a second? Do you realize?
There's nothing wrong with Texas, but.
Do you realize what we were doing yesterday?
Yeah, I do. And again, they're going to be a wonderful addition as well. But I think they should simmer down a little bit. As a
well, no. I think in fairness, I did look around for a recent national championship. And we talked to, I think, Jamal Charles and Vince Young, and they won one in 05.
Right. It's been a while.
Yeah.
Now, they're on the cusp of it, but so is Oklahoma. And Oklahoma's not even in the conversation for a lot of people, and I don't understand why.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a fact. When we were talking to Coach Venables nearly 4 hours ago, they're like 7.5, 8 in Vegas. I mean, that's absurd, isn't it?
I think it's just the schedule, and people think they can't compete. But again,
I want to show the schedule for a minute here. That's what's going on inside. And by the way, it is. I know people are saying, well, the crowd will be here coming. The heat index right now is about 108 degrees. So I don't want anybody to get the wrong idea. And that where those people are milling is straight in the sun. So anybody standing out there at the moment is brave. This is the schedule here for OU. Houston, second game. Tennessee, that's a critical game. At Auburn. Texas, we know about. At Ole Miss, at Missouri, at LSU. That's where people are worried.
The final stretch is just brutal, Paul. Historically good Ole Miss, historically good Mizzou, which these people don't even respect either. I mean, it's reverse. But I think they're historically going to be good this year. That's why the schedule is so difficult for Oklahoma. It's not going to be like this every year. But this year, it could be a little unbearable for most programs.
So, I mean, we'll see in 2 weeks, obviously. Do you realize 2 weeks from now we have the media days in Dallas? Is that right?
I think so, yeah.
It's a long way to go.
It is, but they've already charged my card for everything, so I'm bound to go.
Okay, I'll see there. But so with that schedule, we just saw the schedule.
Right.
The Brat. What are you predicting?
9-3, I think. And I think any other year, if they were ready for the SEC, I mean, we don't know if they will be or not. Normally, I mean, I don't think that's good enough. But again, I'm telling you, I think Ole Miss wins 10. I think Missouri wins 10.
So you say OU loses 2.
Probably at the tail end at LSU, Alabama, and Ole Miss. So that means you beat Texas, you beat Tennessee, you beat Auburn. I mean, just listen to the teams. I'm listing top 20 teams you're beating just to get to 9-3. It's a gauntlet.
I think that Alabama game is winnable, though.
Certainly.
You have that as a loss?
To prepare?
After all the criticism of Kalen DeBoer, I mean, I didn't think you had them winning 6 games.
Well, I'm afraid to say at Mizzou's a loss in front of this crowd. So, I mean, switch one or the other. But
so you think you like Missouri right now?
I told you, Paul, Missouri's going to the SEC championship game this year. But a lot of that's due to their schedule.
When did he tell us that? I must have been suffering.
I think you were daydreaming through one of our appearances, but Missouri's just got a cakewalk. They got to beat 2 teams.
I agree with you on
the SEC championship.
So Brad, before you go, tell us about the travel log here in Norman. For those of us who are just kind of popping in here, where do we need to check out?
Yeah, that SEC podcast. We're doing a visitor's guide to Norman, Oklahoma. Never been down here, so I figured I'd be the perfect person to just walk through an SEC fan. Where you got to stay, where you got to eat, where you got to drink, where you got to hang out on campus. So that'll be coming out here soon.
Oh, so you haven't done it yet?
Not yet. We're just filming everything.
Okay. And when will that be out?
Right before the season.
In other words, we're not getting anything right now. Michael Bratton, we will see you in Dallas 2 weeks from now.
Absolutely.
Thank you very much for being here.
Looking forward to it.
Thank you, Dad. I want a sample for the DNA test. We'll be right back.